Okay. Just give me 2 seconds just to get this all set up at the other end. Okay.
I'm not muted. I thought I was muted. So sorry, guys. While we are waiting for these technical setups, if you've got anything that might distract you over the next 30, 45 minutes that you can put on silent, any devices, then might be a good opportunity to do that now, because we're going to go into a meditation shortly. It's so wonderful to see all your faces and have you here joining us in our first Wu Tao online session. Really exciting. Yay. Also, just check if you've got a little bit of space around you. So maybe like a little bit more than your arms side to side would be ideal if that's available to you and possible today. Yeah, I can see Samia's giving a bit of a swirl. So yeah, see if you can do a bit of a swirl around you if possible. We're going to start seated, and then there will be some standing practices. So if there's anything that you need to do to be able to be comfortable for this session, this is a good time to set it up now. Right at the end, I'm going to invite you to have a really comfy meditation as well. So last chance to grab your cushion or anything like that if you want to lay down for that.
So thanks, Emma, for handling that. And welcome everyone to coming to this, our very first Wu Tao live online session. I'm really glad that you could be here, and excuse us if we sound, well, if I sound a little bit nervous really, because we haven't done this before with so many people. So if I haven't met you before in person, I'd just like to introduce myself. My name's Michelle. I do have eyes underneath here, but because I'm on a screen, I have to put my glasses on because I'm over 50. And I don't know if all of you have done Wu Tao before, but I just want to give you a really little quick overview of what it is. So I'm Michelle Locke. I'm the founder. I developed Wu Tao about 19 years ago. I can see that there are many familiar faces, lots of teachers online, and also lots of students that I recognise. So thank you all for turning up. And if you're new to Wu Tao, what it is, it's a therapeutic dance form that works on balancing the qi. So I come from a background in classical ballet and Chinese medicine, and what I've done is I've woven those two together from my daily practice, and you can read more about that on the website if you want to know more about how that all happened. But we've been going for about 19 years. We have teachers all around the world, and up until now we were teaching regular classes all around the world. So it's a little bit of a shock for all of us to not have our regular classes going and be doing our weekly practice. So at this time, I'm just going to admit someone to the room, sorry. You know, I'm sure all of you are going through very similar things as I'm going through, which is probably a little bit of anxiety, maybe some concerns about the whole pandemic with the coronavirus. I also work in healthcare. I'm a nurse, so I'm currently working in a hospice situation. Luckily we're pretty safe there, but I know for all the health workers, it's pretty shocking out in the, you know, on the home front, as they call it. So, and being stuck at home, you know, it can get a little bit tedious. So I'm really hoping that Wu Tao can bring you a spiritual practice that you can do in your daily life, and that will help to ground you. So when I first started Wu Tao, one of the things that really came through very strongly about what it was for was to ground us and hold the space of remembering who you really are with whatever is going on in your life. So that is basically how you can use this. So we're going to start with a little meditation, and then I'm going to hand over to our beautiful Emma, who you just met briefly a minute ago, and she will take you through the rest of the class. So while I'm doing this, I'm having to admit people to the room, and I can't actually see them very well because I haven't got my glasses on. So let me pop them on again. Okay. So guys, just take a moment to close your eyes. Make sure that you're nice and comfortable. Bring your awareness to your breath. So just taking a few nice deep breaths. Breathing in As you breathe out, letting go of all the tension in your body. Feel free to do some nice deep sighs. Really letting go of all the tension in your body, relaxing your skin. Relaxing your neck and your shoulders. Taking a nice deep breath into your belly, relaxing your belly. Relaxing your hips and your thighs. And as you're breathing, just noticing any spaces in your body where you're feeling, where you're really aware of the tension. And just taking your breath into those spaces and relaxing a little bit more. So with every out breath, you're opening. There's nothing else to do, just allowing everything to be as it is in your body. Relaxing. And when you're ready, bring your awareness up to your heart, into your chest area, and take some nice deep breaths. Just relaxing your heart, opening and softening. And as you're breathing out, releasing any and all tension, emotional tension. And just notice how you're feeling at this moment in time. Do you have any concerns or anxieties? Any fears or worries that are really present for you now? And again, there's nothing to change, just allowing everything to be there. With every out breath, just opening and softening. Now you're aware of any grief or sadness. Any anger or tension. Again, just breathing, opening, allowing everything to be there. And now just take your awareness to your mind. Take a big deep breath. And as you exhale, imagine that all your thoughts are just drifting away on your breath and creating some space in your mind. And if any thoughts are persistent, if any thoughts are coming and going, just letting them move through on your out breath. And just enjoying that moment of spaciousness. And you can take a moment to remember, I am not my thoughts. And now with everything that you're aware of that's going on in your body, in your heart, your mind, your whole being, just ask yourself, what am I ready to release during this session? Where do I need healing? And there's just becoming very open, receptive, and willing to allow that healing to occur. And just so that you know, if you're not already familiar with Wu Tao, in this space, Wu Tao is really about dropping into the space of surrender and bringing everything to the dance and offering it all up and allowing the life force, the chi, to do what it does so well, which is to restore balance, to heal, to move the chi, to move the energy. It's quite a yin practice. There's nothing you have to do but stay in that receptive, relaxed mode and trust the process. And so now when you're ready, we can open our eyes. And I'd like to introduce you to Emma Jack. So Emma Jack is a Wu Tao instructor in Perth. She's now living down in Denmark, Western Australia, because she's in isolation and was recently travelling around Australia before she was, I think you got through the border just in the nick of time, didn't you?
Yeah.
And made it back down to Southwest Australia. So Emma's been teaching Wu Tao for a number of years. She's very active in the dance movement field. Emma, I don't have my notes up to pass on everything, but I did put it out in the email about all her backgrounds. She works a lot in dementia environments. She has a mother with early onset Alzheimer's, so she's doing wonderful, absolutely wonderful work. Her classes are just gorgeous, and she's just an absolute gem of a human being. So I'm handing over to Emma, and yeah, enjoy.
Thank you, Michelle. So wonderful that we're doing this. Yay! I just want to acknowledge that I'm standing on Noongar Peopleman land and honour the elders and the story keepers of this place from the past, from the present and the future. I think now more than ever we need to listen to our true leaders, to the people who hold the wisdoms in our communities, and I'm really grateful that I'm connected to you, Michelle, and that you've given me this blessing of this practice, and that you're there holding that wisdom and that space for me in my life and for all of us in the practicing community. So I think Michelle's got me spotlighted, but if I'm not big on your screen, you might want to just toggle and switch to speaker view so that you have less distraction while we're focusing on some instructional kind of stuff. And again, if you don't already have a little bit of space around you, find a little bit of space, because we're going to come up now. We're going to come up to standing. So joining me on your feet. And I also just want to invite you guys to really vocalize during the class. So Michelle was just offering an invitation for us to kind of sigh with our exhales and allow a bit of release in that way. I just find that such good medicine. So give it a try today if you don't already practice that. And just, yeah, you're on mute. None of us can hear you. So you can make whatever weird and wonderful noises you want to this morning. This is your space to just express and release and create. So we're going to start with a bit of shaking, some shaken breath. So to do that, let's just start by getting everything a bit floppy and a bit wobbly. So you can pick up your feet and give them a bit of a shake. You can take your hips and give them a bit of a wiggle and a wobble. And I really just encourage you to take that all through your vertebrae, up and down your spine, all of your joints, just loosening, wobbling as you shake, nice soft knees. And now let's check in with the breath. Where's your breath? Can you lengthen your exhale a little bit? Can you allow that to release a little bit more, open the jaw a little bit more? So now we're just going to take a little pause here. Take your feet about hip width. Have your knees with a nice bend. And just place your hands gently on your tummy, on your hara. This is our energy center. And just close the eyes down gently if you're comfortable doing that. Or soften them. Let's take some nice deep belly breaths here. Inhaling and just imagining that you're drawing energy up from the earth. Nice long exhale. Inhaling in energy from the sky. Allowing these energies to come and meet here in your belly. The earth with its yin and its feminine. The sky with its yang and its masculine. Now when you're ready, just coming back to that shape again. Letting everything loose. Just feeling any tension, any tightness, melting away now. Imagine it just dripping down your back, down your arms, out the palms of your hands, out the soles of your feet. Everything letting go, releasing. And if you're feeling particularly tense, you might even just want to have a quick bounce here. Flop it out. And now, coming back to that stillness, soft knees, feeling your feet connected to the ground, closing down the eyes, and again, drawing your chi breath in. So this time, you can start to visualize a golden ball of light here in your belly. And with each inhale, growing fierce and bright and expanding. And with each exhale, it's contracting and becoming even more condensed in its essence. Inhaling, expanding, exhaling, contracting. Beautiful. So we're going to do a bit of focus on the wood element today, but I'm going to start us off with just the practice of welcoming all the elements in, and we'll just embody some shapes for that, and then we'll put it together in a simple Wu Tao dance. I just really want to invite you today not to feel any attachment to getting things right, getting things wrong. If you don't already have this practice, then just, feel the music, see what comes, and enjoy the beauty of the sensation. So to begin with, we're going to welcome in the air element, which also corresponds to metal in traditional Chinese medicine philosophy. We'll do that with the shape of a great spirit bird. So again, feet hip-width apart, bending the knees and inhaling your arms up. And exhaling them down. Any heaviness, any sadness, just inviting that to be here, to move however it needs to. This time you're going to bring one arm down. And if you find that you do a different arm to me, or you go a different way to me, it just really doesn't matter. That's okay. Exhaling here. And again. Inhaling up. Allowing your jaw to open on the exhale. One arm down. You're like a great spirit bird here, flying high in the sky. So next, we're going to take your right arm back. So just releasing one arm behind you, and then the other. Anything needing to release, just effortlessly dropping away. Now we take the legs a bit wider than hip width. Take a nice bend in the knee. Open your arms out wide, inhaling. We're going to hook our thumbs behind our back. Deep breath here. If you've got any dizziness or back or hip issues, you might just want to take a little neck stretch here. Otherwise, you can bend your knees and hinge at the hips to come wherever feels comfortable coming forward. Just to wherever feels safe and comfortable in your body. And then dropping the arms and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling back up. So we'll do that again with the opposite cross of your thumbs, whichever one feels a bit odd to do. Inhaling here. Soft knees, hinge at the hips, exhale forward. Dropping the arms, slowly rolling up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Awesome. So now we're going to move into the water element, and I'm going to invite you to imagine that you're in a beautiful body of water, and it's healing and it's nourishing. And I'm just taking a sway here and allowing one heel to pick up as my hips turn. So you're just swaying and breathing this healing water into you. It's so still and so peaceful. And now turning to face the front and take a big circle, circling your arms, and a side bend to follow. And come back to the sway. 1, 2. On the fourth one, turning with a big circle and a side bend. So now we're going to welcome in the wood element. Take a nice deep bend here. So my feet are pointing out now. When I bend my knees are tracking over my feet. And we're going to take a really big bend. I really want to invite you today to really get into these squats. We're not going to do heaps of them, so really go for it. And then stretch your arms out. Point the toe, stretch the arm, activate your fingers. Really strong now. Big stretch and swing. We're going to talk a bit more about the wood element today, but we'll start here. And then circle and stretch and circle and stretch. Awesome. And now we're going to come to a bit of fire energy. So back to hip width for the feet. Gathering up loving kindness, joy into your heart. Fold it in here. Inhaling it in. Gathering it into your heart. Fire element corresponds to the heart. Some qigong breaths. Gather the earth. Gather the sky. Again. And rest your hands at your belly. Take one arm up, one arm down. Gathering earth, gathering sky. Creating a little ball of energy here. Arm the other way. Feeling your breath in your belly. And again. Gathering this energy. One more. And then we're just going to work with the earth a little bit. So welcoming that in. Bringing the hands into prayer. Bringing them to your heart. And just closing your eyes here. Resting in this stillness. Can you feel the length and breadth of your feet? Is there a softness in your knees? In your body to allow the energy to move through. Just thanking yourself for this time here. So that's a little earth acknowledgement. So now we've got all our pieces of a little dance, and we've started to work with some of the magic of the energy of those elements. Like I said, nothing to get right, just enjoy the music and the beauty of it. We'll put it all together with some music now. So we're going to move a bit faster, just a little bit. So come back to standing. We're going to start with the Great Spirit Bird. And you might even want to just close your eyes for a moment to begin with. As soon as I start to give you cues, you can open your eyes again. Like a great spirit bird, we're taking flight, inhaling the arms up, exhaling down. Big sigh, letting go. One arm's coming down. Take a roll of the shoulders here. And right arm coming back, or either arm, letting go. Legs wide, the arms wide, inhaling. Exhaling, coming forward or stretching the neck. Dropping the arms. Rolling back to standing. Standing now, coming to the sway. Circling that water around you. Embracing you. Going to circle to one side, swing the arms. Side bend and stretch out. And sway. So for the newbies, that was a bit of a taste of Wu Tao. That's our wisdom dance. It's kind of like the Megamix version with a little bit of all of the dances in there. So yay, we're going to move on to some wood element focus now. I'm lucky enough to have some trees around me at the moment. I saw a little news snippet yesterday. I didn't read it, but I think it might have been Norway Forestry Department encouraging their citizens to get out there and hug a tree for some good some good health advice. I love that. So I reckon I'll pass that one on. Get out there and hug a tree. If you feel a bit funny doing it, just go to bed super early. Go to bed with the sunset, wake up at sunrise, find your secret tree to creep up and get a good little 5-minute hug in there, hang in there, and you'll reap some benefits. So anyway, the wood element. So we know from traditional Chinese medicine philosophy that if the qi is impeded, if it's starting to be blocked and stagnate, all sorts of other blockages and flow-on effects occur in our body, of course. And in the case of the wood element, it's governed by the liver and the gallbladder. So the liver meridian starts down at our big toe and it runs along the top there, up the inside of the leg, comes up both legs. If you're wearing leggings, it's kind of like on that seam of your legging there, and then it hooks up here. That's why we're doing all of these big, deep squats today. We're opening up this channel and giving it an outlet to really help that qi to get moving and any blockages to clear. And the gallbladder meridian, it starts up here and comes behind the ears, up over the crown, and then it kind of zigzags along the side of the body and it runs down the side of the legs to the feet. And this is the yang meridian in the pair. So this is why we're doing these big stretches, and we're going to do lots of stretches like this to really activate and open up the side body. So the liver is especially susceptible to disturbances. So they can be the environmental disturbances that we live with day to day, the toxins in our food, air, water. It's got a lot of work to do to purify there, but also our emotional disturbances. So one of the things that I've noticed in myself around me is that there's that kind of righteousness energy coming up. So, you know, when I know better than anybody else, this is what this person should be doing. This is what everybody should be doing. This is the right thing to do, and that judgment that can arise. So that can be a really sort of irritable and frustrated kind of an energy, and that's sort of symptomatic of the wood element being out of balance. So when that's full-blown out of balance, you're looking at full-blown anger. And what we're trying to do in our movement practice here with Wu Tao is to find other ways for this energy to move so that we can put those passions to more constructive purposes. I guess the other thing I'll say about the wood element is that it's associated with the season of spring, and in the Northern Hemisphere, it's springtime, and we've all just celebrated or had celebration around us probably of Easter, and Easter is traditionally all about fertility, and that's got to do with that spring connection. So what we can do today in this practice is use it as an opportunity to clear any blockages for our creative process, so that we're free to have our creative energies rising up and allowing whatever we want to create and generate for ourselves, the world right now, have our energies free to do that. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do the wood dance. So we're going to be moving a little bit faster now, and again, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes at the beginning of this one. When we come to the stretching, you can open them again, and yeah, just give yourself permission to go with the flow. So we're going to, let me see if I can just get the music cued. Yep. So we're going to visualize a beautiful tree, and this tree is vibrant and healthy and just full of energy, and it's flowering. So while you're visualizing this tree, I now want you to embody the tree. Feel into being this tree, and how you move during this opening section is completely up to you. Now just connect into your root network. You have a vast, deep root network below you, moving however you want to, just feeling into your roots. They are anchoring you and grounding you with this deep, strong connection to the earth. And through this root system, you're held and you're grounded, and this is something that's always available to you. So as you feel into this calmness of the earth, start to notice a little tingling at the tip of your roots, and there's some life force energy rising up. You feel energy rising up from the earth, coming all the way up your roots, all the way up to the surface of the earth, and you're growing new life up your trunk now. Energy just can't be stopped. Steady, smooth stream, vital energy growing you upwards towards the sun. You can feel the sun vitalizing you as the new growth unfurls out of your branches. And stretch now, right, left, opening the eyes, stretch up, drop them, and then take a little roll or a big roll. Again, stretch. Take that big bend, bending over to one side, swinging over, and big loop the loop. We'll do that again, swinging. I already know the wood dance is going to be a little bit different today. Stretch that stretch and swing it over. Awesome. Let's come back to that stretching, really getting into the gallbladder. Both arms up, drop them, take your roll. Again, stretch and step. Rolling down. Again. Rolling down. We're going to take some deep breaths now. Gathering the chi, gathering that earth, gathering the sky, breathing it into your body. Again. One more of these. Feeling the yin, feeling the yang. Pausing at your belly this time. Taking one arm up, one arm down. Gathering. And again, other arm. Feeling the energy emanating from your hands. Feeling the softness of your body. receiving these energies at your crown, at your roots, and again, being bent, to the side, swinging. Igloo, circle, other way. That stretch, stretch, stretch. Nearly finished now, so just really giving it everything. Opening up that side body channel. Last one now. Stretching. We're going to come back to the tree now. Closing down the eyes, however you want to move, just doing whatever you feel like. Noticing your connection with your roots. Feeling the gentle ease of the energy arising up from the earth. Feeling the magnificence of your tree. Of all the blossoms, of all your fruits. You are the tree. This is not a separate thing from you. You are this beauty and this creative energy. And just allowing the breeze to gently shake your leaves away there. So hopefully that's got your energies moving a bit, and you're feeling a bit more vitality. We're just gonna keep it short and sweet today. So we're gonna move into meditation now. So just do anything that you need to do to just move your body, and do anything that you need to do to get comfortable. So really encourage you to find a really sweet spot here now. If you've got space to lie down, then why not just lie down? Or just get yourself super comfy in your seat. And as you're finding your place now, just find lots of support and rest in what's beneath you. Notice that you're safe here. You're safe to relax, and you're safe to unwind, and just starting to slow down those belly breaths again, allowing those gentle jaw exhales. So I'll pop on some music, and we're going to start to sigh, and we're going to start to visualize some exquisite mud, mud cream, something that you would now like to offer up to yourself. So you don't need to watch me. I'm just going to invite you to do this with your eyes closed. But this mud has special properties. It's imbued with loving kindness. And as you put this special mud or cream all over your body, you absorb this loving kindness. So let's start with your face. Start to smooth this cream or this mud all over your face. Just allowing the muscles to start to soften. No need to have any expression on your face now. Just relaxing everything down. Maybe giving a little bit of a rub over the eyebrows. rub around your temples. Nice big exhale. Come into your jaw. Your fingers in between your jaw, right back at the corners. Just wobble your mouth open and loose. Come to your ears. Give your ears a little rub. Unfurling those little flaps of skin at the top. Gently tugging on your ears. These are full acupressure points. Tugging on your earlobes. If you're like me, you might have your headphones a little bit in the way, but just do what you need to do. Allowing the earlobes to have a gentle pull. And then as you put the lovely cream of loving kindness all over your head, give it a little scritch or a scratch, anything that feels good. And just softening with this loving kindness. Down our throat, down our neck, down the shoulders, everything softening, getting warm and heavy, rich with this loving kindness. Taking it all the way down each arm, rubbing it into each finger. Coming to your other arm. Giving everything a little gentle squeeze as you go. Each of the fingers. Then take your hands to your heart. And just breathe this loving kindness into your heart. And breathing it into your solar plexus. Down to your belly. Moving the side body. Tenderly giving yourself a gentle touch of this cream of loving kindness. Take it down your sacral region, down your back, buttocks, just all the way down your legs now. Allowing loving kindness sink into every cell of your body, every fiber of your body. The calves, into the soles of each foot. And the loving care for yourself. Now let your body receiving loving kindness start to place our hands on the heart. And then offer it out. Offer this loving kindness out to your family, to your friends, nearest and dearest. Offer the loving kindness out to your neighborhood. Out to people in your region. The loving kindness is just spreading all the way out now. Across the land, across the water. It's traveling all the way around the world. This peaceful ripple, steady, calm wave of loving kindness that you're generating for yourself and together that we're sending around the world. So just coming even more into rest now. You can keep the eyes closed. I'm just going to read a poem while you rest there. It's by Hafiz, the Persian mystic, who's a Sufi. Now is the time to know that all you do is sacred. Now, why not consider a lasting truth with yourself and God? Now is the time to understand that all your ideas of right and wrong were just a child's training wheels to be laid aside when you finally live with veracity and love. Hafiz is a divine envoy whom the Beloved has written a holy message upon. My dear, please tell me, why do you still throw sticks at your heart? And God, what is it in that sweet voice inside that incites you to fear? Now is the time for the world to know that every thought and action is sacred. This is the time for you to compute the impossibility that there is anything but grace. Now is the season to know that everything you do is sacred. So just starting to bring a little wiggle now to your fingers, to your toes, taking any movement that your body's needing right now. Maybe a nice big stretch, maybe hugging your knees in. And gently opening your eyes. If you've come away from your camera, maybe coming back towards your camera now. We'd love to see your faces one more time. Thank you for joining me this morning. I wanted to dedicate this class to all of the carers out there. I see you, and I thank you. And let's be kind to each other. Let's be kind to ourselves, and keep moving. All right, I'll hand you back to Michelle. Thanks all.
Thank you, Emma. That was just divine, just beautiful. Hey everyone, I hope you're all feeling nicely peaceful and centered now after that. I know I am. That was just a gorgeous class, Emma. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm going to unmute everyone just for a minute, and maybe you'd just like to share how you're feeling, just in one word. So feel free. I'm muting everyone.
Peaceful. Lovely, thank you. Really good. Gail here. It's timely. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sorry,
You're very relaxed.
grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you, Michelle.
That's great. I'm glad that you guys found a way to do it.
Thanks for coming, guys. I really, really appreciate it. And we'll be back here every Sunday, 3:30 Perth time.
See you next week.
Have a good week, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Emma.
Thank you so much, Emma.
Thank you.
Thank you, Emma.
It's wonderful. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yes.
Yeah.
Great to see you all.
Really very
And seeing all the people going on here.
And Michelle, before we go, let's all touch hands.
Okay. How we do that?
So if you just have a look at yourself in the box and place your hands to the outside of your little video box if you're on video. See if you can find the person next to you their hands, and then we can all have a sense of closing our practice together with our hands touching everybody together. Beautiful. Robin, can you put your hands near your head maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Put them more up there and then just reach out a little bit.
Oh, I see. Yeah, gotcha now. Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Oh, I can't.
It's so wonderful to
Lovely.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank
Okay,
you.
guys. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, lovely to see you all, and we will be back here on Sunday at 3:30.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.